Whiskey fam, sit down, grab a dram, and listen to the soothing sounds of your boy Whiskey One talk some whiskey with you. Quick shout out to Chad Didier, one of my supporters, friends, and fellow Patreons. I got this bottle lent to me so I could do a review, and he wanted to see my thoughts on it. This is a Double Oaked Bourbon from Pursuit Spirits, also known as Pursuit United. And I haven't tried this one, although their rye, one of their rye releases really spoke to me. They're French oak aged, and I really like that one in particular. Now, he happened to come across this Double Oaked bourbon, and what it is essentially like a blend of rye and wheated bourbons. So I'm interested to see, like, does it really deliver the same double oaked intensity that a lot of double oaked bourbons have? So let's get into it. Cheers to all you guys watching. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos. I plan to post these on social media as well as our YouTube channel. I think some people have really enjoyed kind of a different way of delivering the content. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one as well. This is bottled at 108 proof, so 54% ABV. I did not get an age statement on the label. Me personally, I like to see age statements, but for those of you that typically drink rye and bourbons, age is really not as important. So I'll just come out and say it. I'm just a nerd. I like to know those types of deets. So cheers to you guys watching. Let's get into it. Starting with the color. It's got a nice amber color to it. You know, a burnt copper color to it as well. As far as legs go, you know, it's got a good, you know, moderate viscosity to it. It's hanging on to the brim of the glass as I do a gentle roll. So it's probably going to be a bit viscous. Not your most heavily viscous whiskey, just on first appearance. But overall color, presentation, and viscosity looks really solid. So let's check out the nose. Most double oaked typically have a lot of vanilla and a lot of caramels on it. And what I get right away is a lot of cherry. So this is very fruity up front. Orchard fruits too. I sort of get this apricot note, a little bit of citrus, a lot of cinnamon, but mostly like cherry, like a dark cherry, candied cherry note to it. I like what's happening so far. Yes, I get the caramels. I do get vanilla. And it's got this, like this sweet tea happening also in the background. So let's have a quick taste. Cheers to you guys. Okay. Really nice flavor. A nice, like right away, a well-balanced whiskey is what I get. Typically, bourbons can kind of go one of two ways. Really spicy or really sweet. Sometimes annoyingly oaked, but for being double oaked, man, I don't get very much oak, pronounced wood flavors. This feels very fruity. So a lot of the notes and the flavors that I got just on the nose are right there on the palate. Luscious layers of dark cherry, a lot more of that apricot, but it sticks to the palate with a good vanilla sweetness. It's creamy. And of course that Suntea is definitely pronounced, and it's definitely there. I'm gonna go back in there for a second sip because, man, it's really surprising just how well balanced it is. Now this is a blended bourbon, and I like what they did so far. So shout out to you guys, Kenny. Great job. You know, I've recently had a bottle shared with me called Good Times. Independent bottling. And I remember just how like cherry forward it was. I really liked it. It's high proof. It was up there in the 60s. Now this being in the mid 50s, Doesn't drink hot. I like that. It's just enough to get your attention and not be short-lived. It's got a good, I would say a good moderate finish on it. The fruitiness of it, a lot of like, you know, aged fruits, you know, dried fruits are definitely there. There's these orchard fruits that kind of peek out at you. A bit of ginger. Like I said, some apricot is really surprisingly there. But I like how it's not just vanilla. It's not just caramel. It's not just oak or maybe a little bit of leather in there that you kind of get with a lot of double oaked. Now, chocolate. I usually find chocolate in double oaked. This one is very subtle, not as pronounced as say other double oaked. Maybe you get that from like a Woodford Reserve. You definitely get some chocolate with that sucker. But this one is more fruit forward than it is like chocolatey, but it's buttery. It's got a lot of creaminess to it. So the vanilla really kind of hangs out on the palate. If anything besides that cherry note, the vanilla is the thing that lingers the most and wants to keep having that conversation with you. But I'm gonna take one more sip and tell you who I feel like this speaks to. So cheers again. Yeah, very soft. And I think that's coming from that wheated bourbon side of the blend. Very soft, it's not aggressive. It does hang on to your palate with some spice as you get to those return sips. So as you keep digging into it, you keep pouring, the spice kind of lingers a little bit more. There's a slight burn to it, but man, the proof I think, in my opinion, is on point. It doesn't need to be a proof bomb. If you guys are proof hounds, I don't know if this will speak to you as much because I don't think it's really meant to be aggressive, to be in your face. I think it just gets your attention with all the flavors that are happening. So, you know, again, quick shout out to Chad. I really appreciate you sharing this bottle with me. I would recommend this for, I would say, the whiskey novice. Why the whiskey novice? Because a lot of the flavors are what you expect from a bourbon. I wouldn't say there's this big trajectory that goes like trying to go off the beaten path. This is just really good bourbon. There's not like any flavors that jump out at you that you don't typically get from good bourbons. It's just a solid whiskey, and I really like that. I do want to do a quick note. Pursuit Spirits is looking for brand ambassadors here in the state of New Mexico. So if you guys are looking to get the word out there and help Pursuit United, you know, expand their brand, definitely DM them, get a hold of them. You know what to do. Now, as far as this bottle, I will be looking for this for my own bar. I'm always trying to get double oaked releases because, you know, you get your basic bourbons, you get your basic ryes, but when they're double oaked, I just feel like the level of intensity goes up with it. And that's what this does. It sort of like really drives home the flavors that you really enjoy from a bourbon. Now, if you guys are still interested in following me on YouTube, definitely check me out there if you guys are on social media. But if you are already watching me on YouTube, consider liking and subscribing to the page, subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate all you guys supporting us. So shout out to you Patreons as well. Here at Whiskey One, it's about the one you enjoy. Cheers.